Superbangers are originally basically normal standard cars with some lightweight reinforcing and engine modifications. Different of course from the bangers that we saw earlier on, which are just standard MOT failure cars with original engines, etc. Black, what I've got there, 57, Stephen Hardy. Certainly. As the field starts to sort itself out, let's look for a lead car this time round. It looks like 244. We've got a spinner on the bottom bend, 53, trying to cut inside on it, but not managing. So it's 244 from 184, 290, 2 and 8 up on 2. We've got two spinners on the top bend. Can't quite pick the numbers out. Looks like one of them was the Ann Potts car. The red Sierra, we've got a blue Sierra, looks like a 77. But still it's 244 leading from 184, 57 now, getting some bit of a nudge from 22 on that bottom bend. But it's 244, 184, 57, 22 and 290. Martin Kim in the Big Blue Rover, so doing well in this race. He's managed to keep himself away from second place man, 57, Stephen Hardy. 22 now moving up to third, 184 in fourth, 290 still running fifth. But he's 244, making his way through the back markers, still in the lead from 57, 22 and 184. Martin McKean in 244 here, looking for the fifth lap marker this time, so he's 5 to do. It's 57 in second, 22 running third, 184 still fourth. 50 that Black Escort now slowly catching 244. Let's see if he can reel him in all the way. Certainly catching him on the bends, but 244 seems to still have the legs on the straights. But it's 244 now, still in the lead. Martin McKean from 57, Stephen Hardy, but 57 Stephen Hardy right up there with him now. Got a change of lead this time round as 244 drifts a little bit wide. Stephen Hardy dives through on the inside and trying to push him, Martin Wicken out wide, but 57 Stephen Hardy going through to take the lead from 244, but 244 neck and neck on that start and finish straight. 22 there now up in contention, looking for the third place spot. So it's 57 Stephen Hardy seems to pull the race slightly now from 244, 22 still running third. 14 John Riley up to fourth now as 244 spins out on that bottom bend. Give it a little gentle tap there from 22, so it's 57, 22 and 14. 14 John Riley had a hell of a spill last week and did quite a bit of damage to that car, but looks like he's obviously got it sorted out. But it's still 57, Stephen Hardy in that Black Escort in the lead from 22 in second, 14 running third. Stephen Hardy in amongst some of the back markers now, where they can hold him up. 14, John Riley there pushing 22 out wide and looking for the second spot now. So it's 14 going through to take second from 22. As 57 Stephen Hardy comes through to take the checkered flag from 14 and 22. So it's 57, Stephen Hardy starts his lap of honours. Give a nice round of applause for a very hard fought win in that first heat of the Superbangers. Looks like the number 100 car there of Ann Potts still not quite running right. Obviously still got problems, it's a new car for this meeting. Once again, can we have stock cars for heat 1 to the pit gate please? Stock cars for heat 1, can we have you up to the pit gate please?
Watching for the green flags to go down, you looking in your mirror all the time, checking that somebody's not in your way, that you can get around the corner without being pushed round, and then you're looking to get through gaps and hopefully winning the race. at the end of the day. Trying to keep out of trouble, get your car in one piece as much as you can.
Let's see 57, Stephen Early can repeat that win in the first heat. Already we've got the green flag for go, already looking down the field, we've got a couple of movers, 22, but obviously going a bit too fast. We'll lose it on that bottom bend, so we'll pick them up this time round. We've got cars spinning in all directions at the moment, as 21 tries his best to reverse out of that one, but not quite managing it. Looking for the lead cars this time round. And it's that big blue Rover once again, 244 from 184 from 53. Looks like 673, 290 and 802. That 14 car of John Riley certainly sounds very crisp down here at Warton. 21 still trying his best to get facing the right way, but not managing to pick a gap in the traffic at the moment. Still the lead car, it's 244 from 184. 673 now moving up into third, with 53 dropping back down into fourth. 57 car of Stephen Hardy slowly making his way up through the field. It's still 244 in the lead from 184 from 673. 274 now making his way up through. Been taken up into fourth spot now. Stephen Hardy in 57 being trailed all the way by number 14 in John Riley in that green Sierra. But it looks like 14, John Riley going in the legs on that 57 Stephen Hardy car, going through on the inside, but it's still 244 from 184, 673, 274, we've got a spinner on the bottom bend, looks like 802 held up number 14 and 57 there. So the places that John Riley and Stephen Hardy had made up seem to have lost them again, but it's still 244 in the lead. Getting a bit of a nudge from 184 in second, but it's with 5 laps to go now, it's 244, 184, 673 and 274. Got a change of lead this time round as 184 is pushing all the time on 244, but 244 seems to have a bit of a difference in speed, but 244 pushing one of the back markers out and going around the outside, but luckily it was holding up the other drivers, but it's still 244 in the lead from 184, 274 and 673. Trying his best to get past 184, giving a bit of a nudge and pushing him out wide that time, so it's 3 to go. It's 244 in the lead from 274 and 673. 274 is chucking that blue Sierra around all over the place, trying his best to get in contention with the lead car, but still 244 hanging on there. Looks like we could have a change of lead as 274 goes through on the inside to take up the lead. So 244 losing out once again. Held it on all the way through, but 274 now taking up the lead. That's David Christopher in that blue Sierra with a red top. Pulling away slightly on second place on 244. 673 still in there in third place. He's hung on all the way through this race. 14 John Riley getting 184, a bit of a nudge just to move him out of the way on that top bend. We'll look at the checkered flag, it's 274, David Christopher taking up the win from 244 in second, 673 in third. .244 there, Martin McKean, very unlucky in that second heat. Certainly driving well and managing to hang all that way around, but just losing out on the last couple of laps to 274. So David Christopher starts his lap of honour. Let's give him a nice round of applause for a very good drive in that. In a very hectic second heat of the Supers. Once again, stock cars for heat 2. We need you at the pit gate now. Stock cars for heat 2 to the pit gate now, please.
Doing it about 5 years. It's just, you get a good buzz out of it. That's about all I can tell you. It's dangerous, but everything is. Crossing roads dangerous. I feel like quite a good sport. Learning how to drive. All these young'uns that get done for the joyriding, they should get into this. And that takes it out on the track then.
Green flags are shown, we're underway for this Super Banger final. down the field for the movers and shakers. We've got a spin on the top bend, 53 there, being spun out, spinning himself out in fact from that top bend. 290 being taken out by 802. Still looking down the field. It looks like 184 is going through to take the lead from 244, 22, 673, 57 and 14. So it's 184 in the lead. The yellow, red and white Rover from 244, the SDI Rover 20 through, diving through on the inside now, 22, so taking up the second spot. So it's 184 from 22 from 57, 244 and 14. Now out on the back bumper of 184, could have a change this time round. As 22 gives 184 a little tap just to push him out wide, so it's 22 he'll pick the lead, followed through by 57 and 14 as 184 gives 14 a bit of a clip. 14 trying to push 57 out wide on that bottom bend. Stephen now getting it all sideways, looks like 14 is going to get through, but it's 22 still in the lead. 14, 57, 184, 22 now carving his way through the back markers. Got John Riley 14 in second, 57 Stephen Hardy in third, having to pick their way through the back markers, and the 22 managed to get through very neatly. But it's 22 Andy Kenny in the lead from 14, John Riley in second, 57 Stephen Hardy third. Looks like 180's cool to stop on that top bend. 14 John Riley catching Andy Kenny very quickly, and it looks like he's going through on the inside as Andy Kenny gets stuck behind one of those back markers, definitely picking the wrong spot to go around. So it's 14, that man John Riley taking up the lead from 22 Andy Kenny, 57 Stephen Hardy still in third. John Riley pulling away now from second place man number 22 Andy Kenny. 57 Stephen Hardy being dropped a little bit from this race, whether he's been held up with some back markers, but I know he's been having slight problems with that car. But it's that 14 car, John Riley certainly very quick. And showing a clean pair of wheels to 22 in second place, trying to get past 274 now, David Christopher. 22 Andy Kenny being held up by a couple of back markers, giving John Riley a chance to get even further in front. As John Riley picks around that pitch bend once again, picking his way through these back markers very, very neatly. Got a good lead now from second place, 22. And half a straight lead now as John Riley from Anthony Kenny. 57 Stephen Hardy still trying his best to get in contention with that second place spot, but still running third at the moment, but he's still 14, John Riley in the lead, giving 673 a little bit of a tap, trying to push him wide, but they're probably losing out himself there on that one. 22 Andy Kenny trying his best to catch up with his lead car, 14 of John Riley. It's been 4 laps to go, it's 14 John Riley in the lead from 22 Andy Kenny. 57 Stephen Hardy still running third. 290 there, travelling with, getting a bit of a tussle on that top end and going very wide. 109 speeding out across the front of 14 John Riley, slowing him down a little bit, but not too much of a problem. 3 to go now for 14 John Riley. 22 Andy Kenny still running second. 57 Stephen Hardy still holding station in that third spot. The 53 got a bit of a steam on this start and finish straight. The 14 John Riley just needs to keep himself out of trouble now. We've got a real tussle and a pile up on that bottom bend. Looks like Ann Potts has come to grief and taken a couple of cars with her. But it's 14 John Riley starting his 15th and final lap. He's got a couple of back markers in front of him. There's no need to actually go past them. He's one in front of 22 Anthony Kenny. 57 Stephen Hardy still holding station in third. But it's 14 John Riley rounding that pit's bend for the 15th and final time. With an exceptionally good drive, taking that win in the checkered flag from 22 Anthony Kenny and 57 Stephen Hardy. Still trying his best to get round, but managing to do well and take that third spot. Bangers for the final should now be at the pit gate. All bangers for the final should now be at the pit gate, please. So that's number 14 there, John Riley, starts his lap of honour, winning that Super Banger final. Give him a nice round of applause for a very good drive. He'll be receiving his trophy from today's sponsors, Riverside Press. Mention once again, if anybody wants a video of today's meeting, if you take yourself up to the track shop, we've got a new video man for today's meeting. Let's try and support him, and then he can keep coming back and sorting these videos out for us. Once again, bangers for the final, you should now be at the pit gate. Bangers for the final, should be at the pit gate.
It's a 3-door Sierra with a 2-litre single overhead cam Pinto. Engine's been modified quite a bit. The engine's been mounted, left-hand drive. It's only its second time out. We had a bit of a crash last time, but we've got a few bits and bats to do with the car yet to make it a bit better, but we're getting in there.
So the gate's closed, let's get this rolling lap underway. The cars to watch in this race, 14, John Ryan. We've got 57, Stephen Hardy winning one of the heats, and 274. David Christopher, the unaware of the other heat. Green flag shown, we're underway once again. Martin McKim in the lead from 184, from 22, from 57 and 274. Let's see if Martin McKim can hold on this time. He's let him out for the last 3 or 4 races, but been pipped at the last moment. He's still 244, Martin McKim from 184, 22, 57 and 274. John Riley, number 14 there, starting right at the front, but a lap down, trying to pick his way through the field to get some points in. There's 57, Stephen Hardy goes through to take up 3rd spot. So it's 244 still in the lead from 22, from 57, from 184 and 274. 184 being taken out by 274. With 57, Stephen Hardy, the man on the move at the moment, going through to take 2nd spot. We're going to change the lead as well, also I missed that. It's 22 now. In the lead from 57, from 274, from 244 and 772. So it's 22, Anthony Kenny from 57, Stephen Hardy, 274, David Christopher in 3rd. Anthony Kenny pulling a bit of a lead now on the 57 car, Stephen Hardy. Looks as though John Riley's managed to get away up to 3rd place. So having a terrific drive from the front of the field, but a lap down. We've got a tangle on the start and finish straight. We've got 55 stuck in the back quarter of 274. But still at the moment it's still 22, Anthony Kenny in the lead from 57 running 2nd, 14 John Riley running 3rd now. Got it all today on this next lap. It looks as though Anthony Kenny's got this fairly well sorted if he keeps himself out of trouble. We've got 2 to go this time round. It's 22 Anthony Kenny in the lead from 57, Stephen Hardy running 2nd, 14 John Riley running 3rd. The man on the move at the moment is 14 John Riley. He's catching that 57 car of Stephen Hardy all the time. See if he can take 2nd spot. Be a terrific drive if he does. But it's still 22 Anthony Kenny in the lead on his 10th and final lap from 57 from 14. It's 14 and 57. The race is on as 57 gets the tap on that bottom bend by John Riley. Going through to take that 2nd spot. So a terrific drive taking that. But 22 Anthony Kenny Taking the win from 14 John Riley in second. We've lost 57 Stephen Hardy, who was running third. So we'll have to pick the official results up later on. But 22 Andy Kenny taking the win in that Grand National, but 14 John Riley coming right through from being a lap down to take second spot and doubling his points for the Grand National. Going to stock cars for the Grand National up to the pit gate, please. Stock cars for the Grand National. Can you make it up to the pit gate immediately, please?